the night after King was killed, 2 o'clock in the morning, and my phone rang, and the party just said, "Inward, you'll be next."
Those are very, very tense times, very tense situations that occurred.
Yeah, the death of Martin Luther King was a sad day and a shock to everybody. He had visited Scott High School, and the kids were somewhat familiar with his struggle.
The principal at Scott High School refused to lower the flag the next morning after King's assassination.
The kids were very upset about the whole thing. They came to school, they were crying. It was hard for us to settle the kids down.
The students rebelled, and they marched out of the school down Collingwood to Bancroft Street.
We all felt the same way. There were some teachers crying and very upset over the whole thing.
I was with a white officer who had maybe 6 months seniority on me. So we were 2 young rookie officers, white and black, in a wagon. He was driving, I was out in the back, had the door open to the wagon, walking.
And stopped traffic, injured a driver, a white gentleman who they dragged out of his car.
They also were throwing rocks at me. I too was suffering from remorse that this leader, this great man, had been killed. But I knew I had a duty, because these individuals were actually breaking the law.
The 2 leaders of the student march were the grandchildren of, their grandmothers were members of my church, so I knew both boys very well. I told him, if you don't stop this march right now, I'm going to tell your grandmother on you.
The only thing we knew was that we were supposed to try and direct the young people, to Braden Church.
I parked just down the street from Braden Church, walked up to the church, and this black officer comes up, grabs me by the arm, and he says, "Don, what are you doing here?" I said, "Well, Blade sent me, He says, "I don't want you here. I don't think if anything happens, I can protect you."
Well, they said, "What's our options?" I said, "Well, we need to, I can't tell you that. Let's arrive at that. And we will bring the city fathers, all the people you want to talk to or you think can make a difference." And that's where we held that rally.
I think it was a feeling of despair, of great loss.
But their frustration was, why Dr. King? And his death was just not understandable.
And that there was nobody else that could actually raise to the level of Dr. King to take over what he was doing, that whole thing had died.